Ah, 6.7 sound.
This is a 350.
Feels like home, actually.
Feels like home?
Well, I mean, I almost live out of my truck.
Oh, okay.
Feels a little nicer
Awesome.
at home.
Yeah. Cool. This is what the interior is going to look like. If you're familiar with the F-150 when we did the switch over in 2015, the interior is the same on the Super Duty as it is on the 2015 F-150. So we share a cab with them. This is the Super Crew. So we do share a cab with the 150 now on this platform. So
I do know that it's supposed to be 4 inches longer on the Super Crew or the Crew cab. Do you feel a difference between?
The back seat's amazing. Yes.
Do you feel you got more leg room?
Yes. It's a lot. Well, I feel like we're missing a hump or something. We're missing some obstacle.
No, mine didn't have the hump.
Nope, it's a flat load floor, so you don't have that transmission hump back there.
Yeah,
so it's a
like,
flat loading floor.
I feel like there's more room here. There's more room than in your truck. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So, being a Platinum, it does have the leather seats and everything.
Right.
It's got the heated and the air-conditioned seats.
Yeah.
It's also got the multi-contour seats.
Right, the massaging seats. Yeah.
Massaging seat. I'll go ahead and I'll turn that on for you. It's only for driver and passenger, but
You wouldn't have
Do you
anything
feel
work. Oh yeah, I now feel it.
there you go.
It's like
Yep, you should be able to start feeling it right there.
Nice.
left cheek. Yeah.
No, what's one of the cool things that's new for this year is obviously the 7-camera system. We've got 2 cameras in the front, 2 cameras in the back, 1 on each side, and then we also have that externally mounted trailer camera that goes on the back of your trailer so you can see behind it as you're backing up.
Right.
To activate the front camera, you hit this button right here on your center stack, and it's automatically going to default to this screen right here. It's a split screen view, so you can see what's directly in front of the truck as well as this 360 view all the way around the truck.
Wow.
Now, this 360 view right here, it uses 4 different cameras to get that image. It uses your front camera, your rear camera,
And the mirror
and the 2
cameras.
side cameras right there. And the cameras are mounted right here underneath the mirror. So if I stick my hand out here, you'll be able to see my hand on the screen right there.
Right.
That's where the cameras are mounted right there underneath the mirrors to get that side image.
Why does it say dog?
Because there's a floor mat down there.
Yeah, we have mats down there just to kind of give you an idea of
Okay.
just, you know, if you were parallel parking, you know, we've got curb there,
Okay, gotcha,
or how
gotcha.
the camera can pick up different things. We wanted to place that out there for you.
It's actually bad. That's funny. Okay.
You can switch the views on the camera. So to switch the view, you're just going to press this button right here. You can select this one. This is a widescreen view. So you can see everything that's in front of the truck right there. And then the other view that we have is the 180 split view. This one's really cool. So you're able to see your left corner, your center, and your right corner right there. You know, as you're looking out over to the truck, you can just see the top of the fences there and the totems. But
Just
when
barely
you look
see
at the camera, you're able to pick up the image of the girl over here, the dog over here, because that camera's looking out around the front of your truck, so that way you're able to pick up those images.
Oh, that is cool.
So in a situation maybe where you're pulling out of a driveway that has some tall shrubs or something that's kind of obstructing your view, you'd be able to use this camera to peek around the corner to make sure that your path of travel is clear.
And that camera is good up to, was it 10 mile an hour?
Nope, 5 miles per hour. It will work while the vehicle's in motion up to 5 miles per hour.
So it's basically like rear camera. No, that's when I pull forward, because I have it set to, once I'm pulling forward, when it gets to 5 mile an hour, it shuts off again.
Right. Yep. As soon as you get to 5 miles per hour, it will default back to the normal 6 screen. So, yep. Now the backup system, we've made some advances there as well. So to activate your backup system, obviously you just put the vehicle in reverse. So we'll go ahead and we'll shift into reverse. Shut that off.
Oh, that's in the speakers now.
So you're able to see when you put it into reverse, you come to the split screen again. You've got your 360 view over here, and then you've got a shot of what's behind your vehicle right there. And you can see we've got our simulated trailer right there. What I want to do is I want to switch this to the widescreen view.
Okay.
You can see you have your guidelines on either side right here, but do you see that dotted line right in the middle? That's your hitch assist that we have on the truck. So as you're backing up to your trailer and you're turning the wheel, you'll notice that line starts
that
moving.
moves.
Oh, that's cool.
that line starts moving around on you, letting you know that the hitch is going to go in that direction, based on how much wheel you have turned.
How much input, yeah.
So you're able to guide your truck directly back to your hitch the first time, every time. And as you get a little bit closer, you can hit the plus button right here, and you can zoom in so you can actually see how close you are to your hitch.
Yeah.
That is cool.
And you can see I'm pretty well dead on right now.
Right.
So that's for conventional trailer. Now with the SuperDuty, this truck has the capability to pull multiple trailers, not just conventional trailers, but a fifth wheel or a gooseneck trailer as well. And we wanted to bring that hitch assist technology over. So what we came up with is what we call the Chimsel cam.
That's awesome.
So this camera is mounted on the brake light out there above the cab, and it looks down into the bed of the truck. We've got this hitch right here, and that orange piece right there to represent where the hitch would be. So again, you see this dotted line.
And it turns also.
As I start turning the wheel, you see that dotted line moving, letting you know that's the direction that your hitch is going to go based on how much wheel you have turned.
And I'm so used to looking over my shoulder to hook up the fifth wheel.
Yeah. And the same thing with the fifth wheel. You can hit the plus button right here, and you can zoom in.
So you know where your
and you can get a closer look at
kingpin
your
is,
right there.
yeah.
Yep. So we've got it for conventional trailer, and we have it for fifth wheel and gooseneck in the back. So the other one that I want to touch on here is I mentioned the trailer auxiliary camera, which is this camera right here. So this is the external camera that you mount on your trailer. You would have to drill 2 holes in your trailer to fasten the camera in there, but it's 2 real small holes. You mount it on the back, so that way you're able to get the image behind your trailer as you're backing up. As you can see, we've got a bike back there, we've got some cones, the other trailer's kind of hanging out in our view over there.
Right.
So that's everything that's going on behind your trailer.
It makes I'm not a.
So,
So you get a 110 up here.
and you
instead
have
of plugging
you
in
have
one right here.
Yep. You got a 110 and a 12 volt back there. You have 2 12 volts inside of here.
Oh, so it's 2 instead of 1 this time.
You've got 2.
One on each side.
And this is a lockable storage as well. In this compartment right here, you have 2 USB ports.
And they're supposed to be the high-powered USB for fast charge systems.
Yep.
Nice.
Correct. Integrated brake control, 4-wheel drive switch right here. Push
That
button
looks
start.
familiar. Yeah, double down.
Like a little nook.
Yeah,
That's
especially
awesome.
for registrations.
Well, that's where you put all that crap, and then you have that where you can actually put
Well,
useful stuff.
I don't know. It's not. I mean, about that deep.
Not like your phone or like just the crap that you got down.
Which
in
being
here.
right in there.
Yeah.
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 Well, if
Then
you're
it's-
not using this, you can slide this over. And
Cool.
So,
I like the interior design.
Yeah, I mean, considering it's basically an F-150 cab, but they redesigned it for the SuperDuty look.
awesome.
All right, so what opens up the panoramic roof?
So I have the shade closed right now because
Yep,
the sun gets
absolutely.
a little warm. So this is where the button that you'd push
Oh no.
to pull
Oh,
the
yeah.
shade back. So that it goes all the way back.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And this button right here actually opens the roof.
The roof,
Now, is this only in the platinum?
You can get this in the
In the
Lariat
the
as
ultimate
well.
Lariat package,
Yep.
Okay.
yeah.
So you get a Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum.
Look, it's got a windscreen.
Yeah.
Thingy. Little screeny thing. It pops back down. Neat.
And that's for tilting the glass.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Turn right. Do you have any questions about anything?
No, I just want to get to feel the truck.
Okay.
Because the dually is going to be our next, but we have a fifth wheel. And my truck will definitely tow it, but I just want something a little wider rear end.
We want to do some camping further up north in the mountains and stuff like that, and
Okay.
I'd feel pretty good about having
And plus,
a
my truck
dually.
doesn't have the engine brake system, so
And the adaptive cruise control, I want to know more about that.
Okay.
The tow, like when you're towing,
Okay.
how does it work differently than like standard cruise control's obvious, but
Well,
like
the way the adaptive cruise control works, so there's an eye up here behind the camera, or behind the mirror, excuse me. And so if you have your cruise set on 70 mile an hour, and you come up behind a car running 50, it will slow down and run 50 with that car.
and they've made some changes to the steering, right? With this model year.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
adaptive
this has the
steering.
adaptive steering. Yeah, so with the adaptive steering, it compensates up to 40% of the driver input. So at lower speeds, the gear ratio increases. At higher speeds, it decreases. So at lower speeds, you're going to have a lot less turning in here.
Yeah. It feels more stable. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It feels like it just wants to. Not crazy, but this it just feels like it's planted.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot more control the way it is now. And all that consists of is a small computer and a gearbox in the steering wheel itself. So that way we can run through our whole Ford lineup, anywhere from our Fiesta all the way up to our Super Duty line.
Nice.
And also you can run that with electronic steering or hydraulic, which this is hydraulic.
Mhm.
Like our F-150 is electronic.
It's a
We can't
lighter
go with-
truck.
Yeah, we can't go with electronic on this because of the weight.
Yeah.
Past this stoplight, we'll take the next turn around to the left.
So we need to get
God,
that
it does
lane
not-
now.
I mean, granted, the last time you had a dually, it was an old Chevy, but this just doesn't feel like you're driving
Actually,
a
it feels
dually.
more comfortable
It
riding
does.
mine.
It does.
There's not as much.
Yours is a lot bouncier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and one thing too, take a left right here. Our cab does ride on hydraulic mounts on the rear.
Nice.
If you haven't noticed, I've done some research.
He's a little bit obsessed.
I want to know what. Make sure I know what I'm getting.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other questions or anything?
There was something I can't remember offhand. Maybe when I'm sitting right there.
Oh, I don't need to test drive it, honey. I just want to ride. Yeah.
You just want to ride.
Well, I've never driven a dually, so I don't want to even try negotiating
Well, now
that
would be
parking
the
lot.
time to do it.
Yeah.
Nice. It's so comfy. That's what I'm just.
Right.
The ride is so nice. I mean, it'll be a little different with the camper on it, but.
Smoother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually. 'Cause
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're load-bearing springs.
Nice.
See, I had to put air springs on mine just to help the weight, the hitch.
Okay.
What package is this one?
Lariat?
This is Lariat? Okay.
This
So
is
it's not the ultimate Larry.
The roof. Yeah, I was wondering about the roof.
Yeah, this is a pretty basic Lariat.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Most Lariats are either push start, this there's key start.
Right.
So that's as you'll notice, your chest strap on your seatbelt is there inflatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did point that out to me. I did see a review on that.
Poking around the back seat.
You didn't put it in manual, did you?
No, I checked.
Okay.
I first did it. It feels. Is it just me, or is it riding a little bit lower than your truck, honey?
No.
Maybe because your seat's jacked up on yours. Yeah, because the lag is the one thing about his truck that drives me nuts. Because I have an older Explorer, and I'm always like, I feel like in a truck with that much power, I should have a little bit less of a lag compared to my Explorer.
And that's why with that turbo, I mean, it's a little different. The more forced air, our air tubes are closer, the downpipe is different, so it will help prevent that.
Yeah, see? Just even that.
All right. We'll go get one tomorrow.
No. What'd you say the speed limit on this road is?
60.
All right.
It's up there on the right. You're gonna maximize that potential
It does
too,
feel
right?
like it's going the damn. Oh yeah.
How's the
It is
steering wheel
a
feel?
lot nicer to drive. Feels less squirrely.
better.
They're not mushy. I mean, you know, not mushy, but
So when we
They're
turn
solid.
around here- when we turn around here, yeah, you can step on it. See
Oh, you gave her the green light to go?
I should have gone.
I think we're gonna wait on this car that we can't see come around the corner and get weaving.
That sounds good to me.
All right.
She's used to hearing that from me too,
That's
so.
a nice tight turning radius. Ooh, I do like the steering.
All right, jump on it.
Yeah, see, that is a huge
Yeah.
difference.
Feels
Now
like a
his-
gasser now
his-
versus a diesel.
Yeah.
His, when you hit the gas, there's a good
There's good-
Are-
at least 2
Are
seconds.
are you sure you want to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's like
it's still thinking about it.
yeah. Are you sure? Let me think about it.
You know, and a lot of that anymore has to do. I mean, yeah, the turbo, your downpipe, your fuel. I mean, all of that has to come in conjunction to work together. A lot of it anymore is the files and the ECM.
Mm-hmm.
How I mean, it's all
How it's
electronic.
tuned.
It's all electronic. You know, because you input, eventually you'll be able to put, fully dog on your PDI or anything like that, and it'll be 3 times responsive as that.
Yeah.
So it's all in the tuning.
Well, that was what he was saying. He was saying in his truck he could ship it and then, reduce that lag.
Yeah.
But this is a nightmare.
Well, it seems like you're doing okay with it.
Like I said, it doesn't feel. Yours got the bounciness to it. Like the ride is different. This feels more like, not driving a car, but like driving my Explorer.
Especially when I got the bags inflated on the truck.
Yeah. And what's
What
funny
kind of airbags do you have on yours?
Airlift, air helpers.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they're Airlift 5000s.
Okay. Yeah.
would we need that on something like this?
No,
Okay.
not supposed to. It wouldn't be a need. It's supposed to help the ride having
I
to
was in
wait.
Detroit here back in June, doing some testing, and we had the new Dodge, Ford, Chevy with 400-gallon water buffaloes in the back,
Ooh.
and so we were doing braking and acceleration and stuff
Sloshing.
like that. And
Yeah, I remember seeing that video.
the Ford really does not squat at all. Chevy does a lot.
It's a lot, yeah.
Because didn't y'all re-engineer the rear, the suspension on the rear axle?
Yep. Some of the rear axle, the spring hangers have been redone. Yep, redesigned.
Yeah, because that's I mean, his truck before we put the airbags in would squat some, but again, we're close to max. I think I don't remember what the hitch weight on the fifth wheel is on that camper, but
About 3,500 pounds.
yeah, so it's up there.
What kind of hitch you got?
Right now it's a Kurt,
Okay.
but I would definitely, I kind of had mixed emotions about the Kurt, but I would definitely like to have the factory Ford,
Get it with the hitch in it.
Really?
well, the prep package.
Okay.
So because it just feels like there's too much jolt in the hitch system when you pin the hitch to the
Oh,
rails.
Yes.
Says I use a BMW on mine.
Mm-hmm.
That way I don't have 5 holes in the bed.
Right. So
I've
you
only
just
got
go through
one.
you just go through
Yep.
the gooseneck.
Yep, I just go through my gooseneck. That way, I mean, I've got the ball, so your ball comes out, and you can see
Right.
the fifth wheel down there, but it's got the pads out to stabilize it. But yeah, it just looks like that one square.
Right.
That's it. So.
Which is pretty incredible. It's just one point of connection.
Yep. So do you guys drive down, or you guys have a bike?
Drove down.
We
really?
drove down, yeah.
We just came for this event.
Oh, really?
Don't get me wrong. We like Biketoberfest, and we come down every once in a while.
Several times, and we thought about, because we don't have kids, so we spend our money on.
You don't have kids?
No.
Okay.
So we spend our money on toys, and
Yeah.
so
That's always the best. I know. that.
yeah.
That's the
Oh,
way I'm
darn.
living right now. So.
Well, we had the travel trailer, and then we bought a sailboat for a while. Had that for like a year or two, and then okay, sailing's fun, but it is a lot of work, and the waterways up, in our just going out for a sail for the day.
You
is
gotta
a
work the whole time
huge
you're out
pain.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, I
so-
do anyways.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, mostly.
Yeah, you can't sit around and enjoy it.
No,
No.
the waterways are crazy. So then we're like, all right, so we've done that, and that was fun. And then our next thing was to upgrade the camper. And each time we do a toy purchase, it's like, okay, do we go for a bike this time? Because we've tossed that idea around
Yeah.
each time we've done something like that.
way, stayed on the infield.
Yeah. And our neighbor across the street, he's way into bikes, mostly sport bikes.
Yeah.
So he's always got like 3 or 4 that he's working on and messing around with.
Once it's set up,
You could
it's
take a
beer
vacation
30.
down to the Keys so much cheaper than for a week, you know, than if we wanted to go and stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
Beachfront.
Well, I'm so glad we did the pre-registration.
I am too.
Yeah, because otherwise we weren't really doing drives with anybody else. I mean, today we
A little
we might-
easier.
yeah, we might get a few more in today, but yeah, yesterday, I mean, once 10 o'clock hit, I mean, there's so many bikes we couldn't get through here.
Oh man.
So,
Well, we picked the perfect day then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he works. He's works
Basically
Saturdays.
Tuesday through
So,
Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
This
he
is
knew
my
Sunday was
Saturday
better.
right
I have
now.
to class Canada tomorrow morning, so I'm like, let's do early in the day, so that.
yes, and yesterday, yeah, there's bikes, there's parking this way here.
That's
so,
crazy.
Yeah, so they stuck out, and then there were 3 deep here, some, and
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's no way you're getting these trucks here. That kind of. Alright, so I'm right up here. Oh, he's good. Is he backing up?
No, he's just showing off the truck.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's showing the mirrors.
yeah, that's good right here.
Outstanding.
Okay.
Sweet. I'm probably catty corner, but
No, you're fine.
is he gonna be able to get around me?
Yeah,
Okay. Alright.
okay.
Thank
Oh,
you.
man. All right, so we did the Ford test drive event for the Super Duties, and we'll give some feedback on what we thought of the drive. So far, I'm very happy with the way the steering works and just how it feels versus what we're in right now, 2012 Super Duty, which is a little bouncy according to the wife.
Yeah, this is a lot bouncy. We test drove the F350
Dually.
Lariat dually, and I have to say, it was incredibly comfortable. I felt like I was driving my Explorer versus driving a massive truck. The big difference for me was the ride, the steering.
Being it
I
has the
actually
adaptive,
noticed it. I noticed the steering quite a bit.
having the adaptive steering.
Yeah, it was awesome. And the responsiveness, which we talked about. The turbo lag in this truck is ridiculous, and that was way more responsive. I really enjoyed it, and I felt completely comfortable driving it, which that's the first time I've ever driven. I think technically the first time I've ever driven a
Yeah,
dually.
you've never driven a dually.
I don't think I drove your old Chevy years
Yeah.
ago, so.
So this being the 6 3/4 bed crew cab, so it's shorter than that, and plus it doesn't have the dually wheels. And she was comfortable driving it, so big
Mhm.
thumbs up on that department.
Completely comfortable. Did a couple U-turns because he had us go up. We drove it up US Highway 1 in Ormond Beach, a couple miles, did a U-turn, came back around, did another U-turn, came back into where the event was, and it was really comfortable.
Felt very natural to drive.
Yes, and like I said, very responsive. I put my foot down and it went. There was no real hesitation, so I enjoyed that.
So basically, what you've seen and our thoughts, we're okay with it. Are we going to upgrade?
Yes.
Possibly. She says yes. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So we're getting out of Ormond Beach because it's ending on Oktoberfest, and we're getting the hell out of Dodge. So talk to you later.